Welcome to Football with Cheese. Okay, so this video is going to be about the proposed rule changes. There are 5 of them. 3 of them are proposed by Detroit. Good job, Detroit. 1 by the Philadelphia Eagles and 1 by the Green Bay Packers. So make sure you're subscribed and enable alerts so you never miss a video. What I'm going to do is go one by one and tell you what I think. Before we do that, as far as rule changes go, they are voted on by each team's owner. And 24 of the 32 owners must vote yes for the rule to change. Okay? And Green Bay doesn't have an owner, so the team president does the vote. The fans own the Packers, if you did not know. They buy stock in the company, and they have a board of directors who hires the president. So Mark Murphy, the Packers president, will make the vote. So the first one, proposed by Detroit, is to eliminate automatic first down on a penalty for defensive holding and illegal contact. I like this. Illegal contact especially is the judgment of the official. Giving automatic first down gives the officiating more power. You know me. If you watch my videos back in January, how critical I am at officiating. It's worse than it's ever been. It's horrible in today's NFL. And to give an automatic first down, let's just say an official's trying to make sure a team covers the spread. We know what happens. Not every game, right? Well, on a 3rd and 15, if you call illegal contact, the offense gets the first down. If you call it on a 3rd and 15, it's 3rd and 10 if it's not automatic first down because it's a 5-yard penalty. So it gives the officiating so much more power. I don't know why it ever became an automatic first down in the first place. I guess the defensive holding was, so if you're beaten, you just grab the guy to make sure he didn't catch it, which I guess could be a strategy. The only problem with it is, if you're about to be beat before the ball's in the air, because the ball's in the air, it's pass interference. But if you're about to be beat, you might grab a guy, do a little hold so he doesn't get past you. And if they call holding on 3rd and 30 or something like that, it's 3rd and 25. So that's the only downside, but I just don't know why it's an automatic first down. It's hard enough on defenders now. It's an offensive league. Illegal contact makes it harder. So I agree with the rule. I doubt it's passed. Green Bay proposed to prohibit an offensive player from pushing a teammate who is lined up directly behind the snapper and receives the snap immediately at the snap. This is the tush push. If you don't know what the tush push is, the quarterback will try to sneak it, and the tight end, receiver, or running back, whoever's behind him, pushes him forward. And the offensive line goes low. When the O-line goes low, it's very hard for defenders to not get pushed back, to have leverage. So it's a QB sneak, but you get help. You get push from the guys behind you. I agree with this. There's almost no chance it's going to pass because more than 8 teams do the tush push. The Eagles are the most known for it. Bills do a variation. I don't think any player with the ball should get help from a player pushing them forward. Have you seen plays where like the running back or receiver is fighting to get in the end zone and the offensive lineman come up behind him or his teammate and just pushes him in? I don't think that should be legal in any play. I think they should get rid of that completely. Green Bay's just proposing at the snap. So I don't think it's going to pass. But Green Bay sucks at the tush push. They do. Because Jordan Love, he's a tall, skinny quarterback. He doesn't have power. Jalen Hurts is shorter, stout, built like a running back. He's perfect for it. And Josh Allen's so big. So he's effective sneaking the ball. And Jordan Love is just not good at it. So it's probably one of the reasons they're proposing it, because Green Bay doesn't get much out of it. And it's hard to defend. The tush push, it's almost guaranteed a yard. We've even seen teams do it when it's like 3rd and 2 and get like a yard and a half, so it's 4th and short, and then do it again. It's not a fun play to watch. It's not good to do it 3rd and 4th down. And of course they converted. The Packers do a variation where Tucker Kraft will be in motion and then he'll just quickly take the snap and sneak, and that usually works. So they had their variation, but they're claiming it could lead to injuries. It's been a few years since the tush push became a thing, and I think there's been 1 injury ever by a defensive player. So if the Packers are claiming it's caused injuries, it's caused like 1 injury ever. So, but I hope they get rid of it, but I doubt it. I don't think any of these are going to pass because 24 is a lot to get something passed. Usually with rules like these, it takes a few years of people complaining and finally saying, okay, yeah, that's a problem, and then eventually you have enough votes. The first time a rule is proposed, rarely does it pass. The Eagles want to change the postseason. They want to make the overtime rules, granting every team an opportunity to possess the ball and moving overtime from 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Right now, if you get a touchdown, the other team doesn't have a chance in overtime. Game over. If you get a field goal, the other team has a chance. What Philadelphia is proposing is even if you get a touchdown, the other team will have a chance. Personally, that makes sense, okay? So I would agree with this. But they need to go to more of a college overtime. This is what I would do. No kickers. First and goal on the 10. You have to go for a fourth down, even if you get sacked and it's fourth and goal on the 20. And you have to go for 2. Go that back and forth until someone wins. So if a team doesn't score on fourth down, you can't just kick a field goal. You have to get a touchdown. And if you do, the game's over. And after, say, 4 tries, if it's still tied, then just do 2-point conversions back and forth till someone wins. It's a very simple idea. You don't play extra 10 or 15 minutes, which can really wear you down. Football is already a tough sport on your bodies. If I was an owner of a team, that's what I would propose. They really need a better overtime. College at least came up with a good overtime. It's not great. Instead of starting at the 25, I'd start at the 10. But it's better than what the NFL has. Next one, Detroit Lions want to amend the current playoff format to allow wildcard teams to be seeded higher. We've talked about this in a previous video. I am all in. Let a team win the division, make the playoffs. If a team goes 8-9 and they win their division, let them make the playoffs. But they're going to be the 7th seed. They do not deserve a home game. You're going to have a scenario, like last year, for example, where the Vikings won 14 games. The Rams won 10. The Rams got them at home, and they beat them because the Vikings did not win the division. Detroit Lions won the division. You might have a situation where a team wins 14 games and then an 8-win team wins the division, and that's who you're playing. 6-game difference. Let them make the postseason, fine, but it should be about best record. And games will mean more important late in the year. If Detroit goes 14-3, right, and Green Bay has like 11 wins, and they can't win the division, they may rest players that are banged up the last 2 weeks, knowing they're just going to be a wild card anyway. But if they're going for maybe the 3 seed, then they're going to play their guys. So the games at the end of the year mean more. There's one problem with it and why it won't pass. Because the NFL does not want this, and there's enough owners who will kiss the NFL's ass. The one problem with it, it may devalue division games and winning the division. Even though the division winner makes the playoffs, the NFL wants to reward the division winner, even if it's a crappy division. The NFL thinks this will devalue division games. I don't think it will, because it's still huge rivalries. Trust me, division games mean a ton, just for bragging rights, because these teams hate each other. So this needs to change. A team that wins 14 games should not have to go on the road. Minnesota got totally screwed. All right, so in the comments, let me know which of these rules do you think should pass, which one you would vote for the most. Like this video, subscribe if you have not, turn notification bell, check out these videos, share this channel with anyone who loves football so we can grow it, and I'll see you in the next video.